Hi friends, welcome to Code Linux. I am your facilitator Murali. In this session we are going to learn a set of commands with which we can perform arithmetic calculations. One is the BC command, the other one is let, and there is yet another command expr. So we are going to learn about these three commands. BC, it's a calculator language. It's not just a command, it's a filter. It's a filter command, and in itself it's a language. So I can say that part 1 of BC we will learn in this session. Part 2 we will learn on another day. Let, it's a command that evaluates an arithmetic expression passed as argument. expr, this also helps us to evaluate expressions. So let us work on each of these. Let us first learn about the BC command. I am typing BC, pressing enter. It displays some information about the BC command, and then it expects input from the keyboard. So let me initially do some simple calculations. 25 plus 32, fine. 89.543 plus 32 point. It does the calculation and gives output 25 into 3, 67 minus 32 minus 50 plus 30 minus 20, all these kind of calculations. Okay, bracket 25 plus 5 divided by 2, 15. So all these kind of calculations it can do. So it can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percentage also. Like 35 percentage 3. It's 2, right? Okay. And exponentiation also. 25 to the power of 2. 625. So all these kind of calculations it can do. Will quit from the BC command. Not only that, with BC I can define variable also, like a equal to 5. Now a plus plus. Still, if you are displaying a, so at that time, after executing a plus plus, a is still at that particular point of time a was 5. But now that command is executed. Now if you try to display the value of a, it would be 6 because it is post incrementing. Plus plus a, it will show 7. A would be 7. You must be knowing the difference between postfix incrementing operator and prefix incrementing operator. So it will do the operation before incrementing, and then it will display before the incrementing. Like if you are using this particular a plus plus in an arithmetic expression, so current value of a would be evaluated, and then after the expression is executed, a's value would get incremented. But in the prefix incrementing or decrementing, before evaluating the expression, it would be incremented or decremented. The value would be either incremented or decremented. Not only this, we can do the shorthand assignment operations also. Like what is the value of a? A is 7. A plus equal to 10. Now what should be the value of a? 17, right? A asterisk equal to 17, right? A asterisk equal to 2. What should be the value of a? 34, correct. So all these kind of, so a plus equal to 10 means what? A equal to a plus 10. A asterisk 2 equal to what? Asterisk equal to 2 is what? A equal to a asterisk 2. A asterisk 2 means what? A into 2. Similarly, with regard to the subtraction operator, division operator, then modulus operator, that is percentage, which will get you the remainder of an arithmetic operation, remainder value, and then the exponentiation operator. With everything we can perform this shorthand assignment operation. Quit to terminate BC. So BC basically takes input from the keyboard and it displays output on the monitor. So whichever command takes input on the keyboard, the thumb rule is that it can read input from a file also, it can read input from the pipe also, right? It can read input from a file name given as argument or input redirection, or it can read an input from pipe also. Let us now supply some input through pipe. Okay, echo a equal to 5. Then when you are giving more than one statement, you need to end every statement with semicolon. A equal to 5, a plus equal to 10. Just two statements. Giving pipe it to BC. 15. Okay, I didn't intentionally press an enter. By mistake, I pressed enter. Okay, see, let me show you. Echo a equal to 5. Still, even if you press enter also, there is no issue. Okay, a equal to 15. A caret equal to 2. Then end it BC. Okay, echo okay. See, just recall this, then just display A. It should be 225, right? So just if you are giving a caret equal to 2, then it just performs the calculation. But I want to display A also, so I need to specify A semicolon. So that will display the value of A. Fine. So what happens, every statement, all these set of statements would be passed as input lines to BC command. So BC command would receive all these statements, okay, as a set of statements, and one by one it would process. First a equal to 15, it will assign value 15 to a caret equal to 2, a equal to a caret 2. So it will perform the arithmetic operation. It would just evaluate the value of a. But how do you display the value of a? Just you need to give a, then it would display the value of a. But what if I don't want to display it on the monitor, but I want to store the result in a variable called result? Then what I do, result equal to backtick. You know this, you remember this backtick? In our session learning about command substitution, I told you about this backtick or dollar bracket, right? So you can perform command substitution. What is command substitution? A command is executed, its output is assigned to a variable. So when I am giving it in backtick, shell understands that this is a command. So it executes the command and assigns the result to the variable result. Echo dollar result. 225? Yes. Now, let us look at certain other things about BC. Okay. Let me perform an operation like 22 by 7. It's showing 3, but I want the decimal part also to be displayed. After the decimal point, whatever numbers are there. For that, I should give scale equal to 4, for example. Then I give 22 by 7, 3.1428. So the default value of scale is 0. If scale is 0, there won't be any decimal part. There won't be any real part. So if you want real part to be displayed, you need to give appropriate scale value. Okay. Then it would display the real number, because 22 by 7 will have the output has got a floating point value also, right? So that can be realized by giving the scale. So with this, we'll conclude about the BC. Further things about BC, further advanced concepts of BC we'll learn in the subsequent class. So we'll move on to the let command. I'll quit BC now. Let us understand about let command. let I equal to 5. For let command, what you should do, you have to give let variable name equal to value, right? Now let I plus plus echo $I. Okay, now currently I's value is 6. Let j equal to I plus plus. Now what will be the value of j? I told you that plus plus is a postfix operator. Postfix incrementing operator. Post incrementing operator. So current value of I would be assigned to j. What is the current value of I? 6. At that time when I was executing that let command. So at that time current value was 6. So 6 would be assigned to j, and then the I itself would get incremented. So after assigning that current value of I to j, I would get incremented. So what should be the value of j? It should be 6. Yes. Echo $I, but I itself would have got incremented, right? It is 7. This is postfix incrementing operator. What is the current value of I? 7. Let k equal to plus I. Now what should be the value of k? This is prefix incrementing operator, pre-incrementing operator. So pre-increment, first it increments, then assigns the result to k. Before assigning, it will increment. I plus plus means what? First assign and then increment. Here, first increment and then assign. First increment the RHS, then assign. So what was the current value of 7? Sorry, I 7. So it will become 8, and then only 8 would be assigned to k. Echo $k. 8 is assigned to k. Got it? This is post incrementing and pre incrementing, similar with the reference to the post decrementing and pre decrementing. Next, then let's support all those basic arithmetic operators like plus, minus, star, slash. Okay, and then we have that double asterisk operator. Double asterisk is for exponentiation. Okay, and then we have shorthand assignment operators. Okay, let a equal to 5 plus 10. Echo $a 15. So likewise you have minus, star, slash, percentage. Let m equal to 35 percentage 3. Echo $m 2, right? So 35 percentage 3 is 2. Remainder thereof 35 percentage 2 is 3. And we can use the shorthand assignment operators for all the operators, all the basic operators except the exponentiation operator, that is double asterisk. Okay, how do we use the exponentiation operator? Let me tell you. Let k equal to 5 double star 2. Echo $k 25. So let k double star equal to 5. That is 25 double star equal to 5. Meaning under what impression? K equal to 25 double star 5. Whether it works? No, it won't work. Okay, so that's what I meant by telling that except the exponentiation operator, shortened assignment operator is supported for all the other basic operators. Okay, fine. Next, let us learn about the expr command. Okay, expr. With expr also we can perform all the basic arithmetic operations. Okay, like expr 25 plus 32. But here with expr there is one syntax rule that before and after the arithmetic operator there should be at least one space. 57. So expr sends output to the monitor, takes the expression as an argument, but sends output to the monitor. That is the behavior of expr command. So as it sends the result to the monitor, I can always give res equal to, then dollar bracket, go to the end, dollar bracket. This also I can do, echo dollar result 57. I can assign the result here variable. With all these commands, I would be able to assign result to variable, right? With BC also, I told you that we can assign result to variable using command substitution. Okay. With let, I can very well give in the as a part of expression only. I can give let I equal to I plus j, right? So there also I can specify variable. Here also, using command substitution, I can assign result to the variable. So EXPR also supports all the basic arithmetic operators, but when you are using the asterisk operator, that is multiplication operator with EXPR, you have to be careful about one thing. 25 into 3 if you are giving, it will give error. Why it is giving error, you know? Because the star. So star has got special meaning to shell. Okay, star means for shell. Star means what? The meaning of star is that any file name. Okay, any file name. So star would be replaced by set of all files in the current directory. Okay, so that is the reason it is giving the error like this. Okay, so ls-l. See, there is a file called 22. So that is the first file in the list of files. Okay, so it becomes like 25, then followed by 22, this, that, so many things, and then all list of all files, then finally followed by 3. So 25 it understands. Okay, the first is an operand. Then the next it expects to be an operator, but immediately next what it is there? 22. So it doesn't understand what 22 is. So immediately it comes out and tells that this is an unexpected argument. Expected argument is what? Any operator. So 22 is not an operator. Got it? So that is the reason it is giving exactly unexpected operator 22. Okay. So yeah. So what is the workaround? So let us understand about the workaround. So what is the workaround means? EXPR. Okay, 25. I want to multiply 25 by 2, for example. Slash star I have to give. Then 2. Then it would perform properly. Why? Because when I prefix star with slash, shell won't interpret the special meaning of star. So shell will not do anything. When you are escaping it, shell will not interpret the special meaning of the star, which otherwise is a wildcard for shell. Okay, what is the meaning of star for shell? Okay, wildcard star for shell, the list of all files in the current directory. So now it will not have that special meaning. So it gives the control to EXPR. EXPR knows what is the meaning of star. It will perform the multiplication and give the result on the monitor. With EXPR, you can do some string operations also. How do we do that? Let us see. For example, I am giving something like my string, my str equal to Himalayas. Okay, so I can find the length of the string. EXPR length $mystr, because mystr is a variable, no? So you need to prefix with the dollar. If it gets the length, if you want to store the result in a variable, very simple. strlen or something, len equal to backtick. Go to the end, backtick. Echo $len 9. Correct? It finds the length of the string, right, and returns it. Then you have a function called substr, substring. Let us see. Okay, echo $mystr. Okay, EXPR substr. Then give the string $mystr. Then give. So for substring, you need to pass 3 arguments. The string, that is $mystr, position, at which position you want to get the substring, from which position, and then length, how many characters. Let me give position as 3 and characters as 4. It gets you mala. So position 3 means what? It starts from 1, the position, HIM. So M is 3. Okay, 4 characters, starting from the third position, 4 characters. So MALA. So it gets you mala. Okay, that is substr function. Then you have a function called index with EXPR command. EXPR, okay, then index and then string mystr characters M3, right? So in this session we have learnt about let command, expr command, and one part of the bc command. Other part of bc command we would be learning in another session, because as I told you, bc in itself it is a language, so there are more to learn with regard to bc. So we have basically learned how to perform arithmetic operations with these commands. Hope you would have understood it. Okay, if you like this video, you can share it and you can like it, because sharing is caring. For getting frequent updates and notifications, you can subscribe to our channel and you can click on the bell icon. Thank you. See you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.